Hi, there is a misunderstanding about funding, what it is and what it means. When you apply for funding from any financial institution or a bank, because banks are not the only places where you can apply for funding, it means in actual fact you are applying for a business loan. You want money from the bank or the financial institution. It's not money that's been given to you that you don't have to get back. So make sure that you know what are the terms and conditions before you apply for funding. But when you have a business and you want to run the business effectively and you want to expand, then financing or funding is an excellent way to go. But but there are certain requirements because remember, at the end of the day, it's the bank or any other financial institution who is giving you money. And for you to get the money, certain things need to be in place. The first thing and the only thing that they are interested in is your money management. It sounds like a fancy word, but all it is to see what are your expenses, what is your income, where does your money go, how do you manage it. One of the biggest reasons why you don't get approved for funding, why they say no to you, it's not because you don't make enough money, but because you don't have a proper record keeping structure in place. Which means when the bank looks at your documents, they cannot see where your money is going. They can see how much is coming in, but not where it is going. And that's a big thing that they are interested in. The reason also why you don't get approved, when they look at your bank statements, all they can see is POS purchases because there's no record of where the money went except when you swipe. They see so many expenses that you as the business owner cannot explain. The bank doesn't like that. Not one bit. Another thing, you don't separate your business from your personal account. That's a huge drawback because how can you go and ask money from the bank if you don't know how much money you actually spend on your business and how much of the money is going from the business to your personal expenses? The bank is not saying that you mustn't take money out of your business because the reality is that we all have businesses to provide for our families and our needs. But what the bank is saying is there must be a clear distinction between your private and your business use of your business account. So when you apply for funding before you even go to the bank, I want to appeal to you. No, I want to beg you. Get your documents in order. Get your paperwork in order. And this is the stage where, as the bookkeeper, my client and I don't see eye to eye. The reason for that is the cost involved in getting your books up to the stage where you can take your documents nicely presented and take it to the bank and ask for money. Let me explain to you where it all starts, because it is so clear to me that there is a complete misunderstanding on what happens, right? First of all, most of the business owners, I might be speaking under correction, but a lot of business owners, they come to me, and I assume that the bank referred them to me. They come to me and they say that they want to apply for funding. They have the only proof of financial activities in their business are bank statements and receipts and invoices and slips and anything else they have used to keep a record of their income and their expenses. It sounds good and easy, doesn't it? It sounds fine. Well, that's where the work starts. Because first, you don't have a client list. That is going to take time. You don't have a supplier list. It's going to take time. Because the bank wants to look at your financial statements. They want to see how many suppliers do you have? How much money do you make? Number 3, you don't know where your money is going. You don't have a system where you say if you have 3 different types of businesses under one umbrella, you cannot see, oh, this side makes money, this one is chowing money. You can't. I need to create that systems based on the information that you get. And if you think that it's going to cost you 5,000 Rand to put in place records of 4 years, 3 years, 2 years, then I don't want you as a client. Because those receipts and the slips that you never sorted in 4 years' time or in 2 years' time, I need to sort them. And that requires time. And for that time, you are going to pay. Because you cannot go with that mess to the bank and say, I'm asking for money. They will say no. Because business owners think that when they make a lot of money, they can go to the bank and ask for money. The bank isn't interested in how much you are making. They are interested in how you are spending it. How is your record keeping? Can you now, if I ask you, can you go back to your books and just click and see, oh, this is my expenses. This is what I use for airtime. This is what I use for stationery. This is for salaries. It's not. If you can't do that, don't even think of asking for funding. So funding, at the end of the day, it's not the bank saying no to you because they don't like you. They say no to you because of the mess that you bring to them and you expect them to give you money. That is the truth of funding. When you go to the bank or any other financial institution, when you go and all your papers are in order, you will get the money because they can see here is a man or a woman who knows how to manage their money. And if you can prove to whoever is giving you money or you are asking for money that you can manage your money, they will be happy to give it to you. So if you think of applying for funding and you think it's just giving 3 months bank statements, because that's the requirement, at least 3 months bank statements. Do you want to know why? So 3 months bank statements will show to the lending institution. It will show to them how you make your money and how you spend your money. If they look at those 3 months bank statements and they say, no, dude, lady, you are spending so much money of your business on nonsense and you want us to fund that lifestyle, that's why they look at 3 months bank statements. But if you want to go and be at least improve your chances of getting money from the bank, because don't get me wrong, they want to give you money. They are actually begging people to come to them so they can give you money. But you must meet their requirements. And their requirements starts with how you behave when you have money. It starts with what are your expenses, what is your income, if you can give them the answer to that with confidence, and you can show them records over a certain amount of time, and it is clear, it is simple, it is precise, they will give you the money. If your cash flow is good, they will give you the money. Not how much you are making, get that out of your head. It's how you are spending it. Because profit, it means that when you have made your money and you have paid everything, you are still left with money at the end of the month. If that is the case, the bank will applaud you and you will get their money. So in a nutshell, when it comes to funding, it is not about emotions and your passion and how excited you are and how great your idea is. It's about, can you answer the money question? Can you tell us the finances of your business without thumb sucking? The numbers tell a story. What is the story that your numbers tell? And when you look at your own story on your bank statements, what do you see? So just think about it. If you are confused by your own bank statement, how do you think someone else who looks at it will think about it, will see it from their perspective, because they don't know you. They only have the bank statements in front of them. So to improve, because also another thing that you need to understand when you want to apply for funding, I cannot guarantee that you will get the money. I am the bookkeeper, the person who prepares your documents. That's all I can do to get it ready so that you can present it in a professional and precise way to the lending institute. I cannot guarantee that you will be successful, but what I can say is that your documents will be in order. But your behavior and how you can answer the questions at the end of the day will play a role on you getting that money that you deserve. Don't let your bad habits regarding money stand in your way of getting funding, and then you want to blame the bookkeeper. You want to put the responsibility of your behavior on me as a bookkeeper. That's not how it works. Change your behavior, become aware, get your books in order, and then you will improve your chances.